Hey everyone, this is Wetslicks. We're back on TT Isle of Man Riding the Edge 3 for another career mode video. We're going into the last qualifying for the last race before the TT, and it's qualifying on the full Laxey course, which, yeah, slightly terrifying, especially with the results we've been having the last race and qualifying. We have a pretty disastrous qualifying last, and then coming in 9th in the race. Not fantastic, but today is a new day, and we are going to give this our best shot. I'm kind of determined to do it a little bit better on this last race here, try and get the maximum amount of points. In theory, there's 95 points up for grabs before we do our qualifying for the TT that we're going to be crucial to upgrading the bike. So we'll give this a go now. And here we set off on the Laxey. So many tight, horrible corners to come, and we have to nail all of them to try and set a lap time under 12 minutes. That's the kind of times that we are looking for. A lot of these corners as well, very easy to get on the gravel, a whole bunch of this course, a lot of these sections as well. Oh, that was a bit crazy. Oh, we almost run out of grip there. Very bumpy here on the exit as well. Maybe just see if we can keep up with the rider ahead of us here. Yeah, just super windy, very, very tricky. At least it's not in the rain, so maybe a little bit more grip to play with. Down the hill here and braking nice and early for this right-hander. Quite tricky. Try and keep the grip, try and keep the acceleration on to come down into this little town here. And there's two left-handers that are quite tricky. This one is a bit bumpy. I don't know what that noise was. Sounded like we crashed the bike then, but we are still upright. Drop a gear here. Try and push the bike through early on the brakes. Don't think we're going to get the bike stopped here, are we? Just about. And we come into the TT course. Oh, try and avoid the curbing there. We are losing time. Someone ahead of us here may have crashed. Maybe not. Through here, and coming up to Ramsey hairpin. So we'll just come through Ramsey there, up to the hairpin at the top here, and we'll come into the mountain. So this is at least a section I feel like I know very well, but still struggling a little bit. Just getting used to the new physics settings. It's just mainly under braking. Just struggling with where the grip is, where to brake, where to accelerate. A little bit, but at least like track knowledge wise, I do know this part of the course a little bit better. So the aim is very clear now. Don't crash is one. We come up here to the gooseneck and try and catch up and overtake the rider ahead of us here. If we can do that, it would be pretty good. We're coming up into the mountain now. 5th gear around these two little right-handers. And then maybe just being a bit cautious, drop a gear here. Oh, that was super risky. Didn't quite get the line I needed, and now we got pretty much a 1 second penalty off that tiny, tiny nick of the gravel. But we'll stick with this lap for the moment. Try and get good speed through here. Slow the bike down. A nice exit. Up the gears again. This sweeping left-hander and then this right-hand kink. Just a touch of brakes through there normally. And now we're into the mountain mile. I cannot remember for the life of me where the Laxey sort of splits off actually from the mountain course. But I do quite enjoy this part of it. We will split off at some point and we'll get into some very, very windy country. I'm not catching actually on top speed at all, are we? Oh, no. That was really annoying. So I did set a time in the end, which was good enough for absolutely dead last right now. The AI have just been improving, and Lee Johnston has set an absolutely mega time, 1 minute faster than anyone else, which is just absolutely mind-boggling right now. I mean, that must be like one of the top times on the human leaderboards for sure. So, gonna give this a go. I had, I think, 4 crashes on that attempt just now. So we will give this another go. See whether we can do a time that's a little bit more respectable. But the AI just seems to be so strong around the Galaxy that it's just going to be impossible to compete seriously without investing, many hours into attempts. Then I think it's just not worth. I don't know what that was, but it was kind of insane that none of that gave us any kind of penalty. I'm calling it now. This is the lap. Oh, just about to get the bike slowed down. We are pushing hard, maybe a bit too hard on this lap. Still on the bike, soldiering on. It's just the last part, I think, of the course. I just don't know well enough, really. And the AI, of course, are programmed for. They have impressed me, actually, the AI. They are much quicker than perhaps I gave them credit for. Being on intermediate physics and having the AI on 92%, something like that, it's a world of difference to having it on realistic and ratcheting up the difficulty as we have done with this career mode. We have been able to compete. We have gotten poles, we've won races, but we have also at times struggled a lot as well. As we are struggling now. A little bit less grip there than I thought there was. No risk. Don't need to risk a thing. Bit risky through there. We are finishing off the end of the mountain course and coming back onto the Laxey. It's been good so far, but we are now onto a section of course that I do not know very well at all. But we just need to take zero risks. Just get to the end, slow down super early for this horrible, twisty, windy section. Very close to dropping the bike there. Under braking again. It's under braking at lean angle. Nothing happens. The bike just tips over. So you need to be so careful with that. Coming over the top of the hill here. It's windy. It's steep. I don't know where the road's going. Touching the brakes. Trying to be the brake whisperer right now. Trying not to build too much speed up down the hill here and end up stopping over the top of the bike as we did before. One of the other attempts. Oh no, we've lost it. Lost it just accelerating there. I mean, it's such a small mistake, but any mistake here is going to be very costly, and that is going to be 7 or 8 seconds sacrifice there that we are just never going to get back. Because I don't have the course knowledge really to make it up through any of these bits. I'm being very tentative. And at the top of the hill here, this was one of the other points that caused me problems a moment ago. So slowing down really early for this tight left-hander there. And we're coming up to a bit of a straight that then leads us out onto a part of the course I know a little bit better. This last section of the Laxi, I think in the game it splits it up into 3 sections maybe. So getting the bike slowed down for this right-hander, and then we're looking for the hairpin turn down the bottom of here. Again, just being super cautious. No need to risk anything. Not too aggressive on the accelerator, because that's what caused us the issues just then. This corner is really tricky. That right-hander always feels slippery, even in the dry. So we're through that corner. That one's always very, very tricky. And I have no idea how Lee Johnston, I think it was, got around this course already by this point. And he's at 10:30. And that's got to be like one of the world's best human times ever. I don't know how we would be meant to be competing with that. That corner is never as bad as the map makes it look. And we are on to the final straight. There's just one right-hand kink left to go, which we have not quite nailed, but we've done. We will improve our time, but only by, what, like 4 seconds. It's really nothing, and I think we're going to be last again. And the AI are just so strong. I think even without any crashes, we would have been in the bottom of the lot there. And Lee Johnston improved his time even further, 10:14. Let's go. Tell you what, let's go and check the leaderboards for the Laxi. Here it is. Realistic physics and the Supersports. 11:16. So the AI are able to go 1 minute faster, an entire minute faster than. In fact, the time that we just set wasn't far off that. I have to go back and check, but we set like a top 3 time there for realistic on the Laxi, and it was good enough for last. So. Tell you what, we'll take that. We'll have to. Oh no, sorry, we were doing 12-minute somethings, weren't we? We did like a 12:14. So we were down here. But still, the AI to be going that much quicker is kind of insane. But we know that now. We know that the AI are just insane on the Laxi. And we got a nice easy race to finish us off, at least for the next video, before we go into the TT. But now, for my favourite part of the video anyway, always, is to go and see what upgrades we can put on the bike. So let me have a look at what we had left over from last time. 14 points. I think we got 5 points at the end of that, right? So we got 19. So that's only going to be enough for the shock absorber on the back, which does absolutely nothing to the bike as far as I know. So we'll leave it at 19, and we'll try and get the 50 points from the win for the next race, and then we'll have some proper points, some proper stuff to be able to do to the bike before qualifying for the TT, which will be coming up very, very shortly indeed, before we know it. So some very, very disappointing results recently, but I think the AI have just been a little bit OP for us at 100% difficulty, especially because we're on one of the slower bikes, I feel like, as well, on the Yamaha. But it is what it is for the moment. It is what it is. I really tried my best today out there. and left it all out on the course. You know, did the entire Laxi with one crash, I think it was. So pretty happy with that lap in the end. So here's to better results in the future. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and see you next time.